Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillahil Kareem wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear students, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to IEU's Departmental Orientation Session for Fall 2023. On this note, we have our head of department, Dr. Nisar Ahmed Yatu, for the department of head of Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance. Over to you, Doctor.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على رسول الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. So I welcome you all in this session, which is our orientation session for this semester fall 2023. So it has been our practice in every semester that we give orientation to the new coming students who join IIU. So I hope you must have gone through the information already, which is available on the website regarding the IIU and in particular to the department in which you are enrolled in, Department of Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance. So when we see this Department of Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance, so it is one among the key departments we have at IIU, and it is under the faculty of liberal arts and sciences. So when we see this orientation session, we have certain main agenda points to discuss here. So I will not discuss much about the information, right? So from my side, so I will allow to see questions. If you have any for clarifications, for any doubts you have, because the new coming students always come with their questions, queries regarding the program or regarding the prospects ahead. So I'll be listening to your questions, inshallah. So when we see the department first, right? So first we will come to the department. So Department of Islamic Economics and Banking and Finance, it is there for last 9 years. So which is offering the programs of undergraduate level, and alhamdulillah from the coming semester, from the next semester, spring 24, so we will be launching the masters in Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance. So far now we have a BSc Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance. We have associate degree in the Islamic Banking and Finance, and we have the certificate. All right. So, but when we see all these three qualifications, the certificate, associate degree, and the BSc, so they are interlinked. So when students get enrolled in the first semester, so for first year, semester 1 and semester 2, so if they qualify semester 1 and semester 2, they get the certificate degree. So if they qualify semester 3, semester 4, they get the associate degree. And if they complete all the 8 semesters, means 4 years of the study, so they get BSc. So these are actually the interlinked programs. So you have 2 exit options in between, one with the certificate and second is with the associate degree after 2 years. So when we see the faculty in the department of Islamic economics, banking and finance, so we have two tier faculty in the department. So because it is a fully online university and we give courses which are recorded and they are put on the dashboard, and every semester the student will get access to the particular modules or courses they are enrolled in. So the first tier faculty is that they record these modules. So they record these modules and it is actually usually in a uniform style. So every module is of 30 lectures, means there is 30 hours recording available for each module on the website, on the dashboard. Apart from that, we have the second tier faculty, that is the course facilitators, or who are the regular faculty at IIU. So who will be with you with your regular questions, regular queries. So they will be answering those questions. So they will be conducting time-to-time live session wherever required. So they will be actually giving assessment to you. They will be grading your assessment, assignments, examination, etc. So these are the two types of faculties which we have in the department. So the faculty members who are the instructors who have recorded the modules, so you will not have access to them. So they are not regular faculties. So if you have any questions, any queries regarding any of the module, so you have to contact your regular faculty, which is assigned on the dashboard. So there are different modes of communication between the faculty members and the teachers, right? So that I will be discussing later, inshallah. So when we see the mode of study at the department, so it is a fully online system, and it is you have to study as per your convenience. So you have to cover particular credits during a week. So it is your choice. So when you will log in the dashboard, when you will go through the material available on the dashboard, when you will watch the recordings, when you will actually post the comments in the forum, etc. So it is very flexible mode of study is there. So there is not any this particular time frame during the day you have to log in this time and you have to log out this time. So it is very flexible. It is as per your convenience, because it has been designed to meet the requirement of each and every one in every corner in the world, right? So we have to cater the different time zones. So we have students enrolled from more than 100 countries, right? So what you would have actually seen on the website. So for that, students are free to log in anytime. They're free to study anytime. So the mode of study is very flexible. So you have to watch the recordings which are available on the dashboard. Then you will be joining the live sessions which are announced time to time by the regular faculty members. So if you have any questions, any queries, plus if you have some daily based questions, so you can reach to the teacher through the forums, so which are available on the dashboard. So that there are different forums, so that I will be discussing. So the use of forums. And when we see, it is a fully virtual campus, so which is actually managed. The communication is managed through the forums. So if you see, when you have logged into your dashboard, and when you go to the particular module in which you are enrolled in, you must have received on the first day of the semester or the second day, meaning 2nd September to 3rd September. So you must have received the welcome message. So it has come through a particular forum, that is announcement forum. So this forum is for a teacher to announce for the students the time instructions, right? Or we may give some important dates to the forum. So that is actually the announcement forum is for teachers to inform students on the various aspects of the module. They may announce about the live session in the forums. So for the forums, announcement forums, you must subscribe to those forums and keep yourself updated with the information, right? With the latest instructions, latest for example, sometimes there comes announcements regarding the live sessions, conferences, etc. So they will come through this forum, announcement forum. So it is only for teachers to use. So the students have to just receive the information through this forum. So when you subscribe to this forum, so you will get an automatic email notification in the email that some announcement is on the dashboard. Second forum is the Ask Teacher forum. So it is for the students. So when you study when you study a particular module, you might have some questions on day-to-day basis. So you may post those questions in the Ask Teacher forum. So in addition to this, there are actually email address of the teacher available on the dashboard. There is a phone number of the teacher available on the dashboard. But the best communication between the student and teacher is the Ask to Teacher forum, because this forum is on the records, right? So it is obligatory for every teacher to answer in this forum within a particular frame of time, right? So best mode of communication between the student and the teacher is Ask to Teacher forum, and we encourage students to use this forum because it has two benefits. One is you will get a quick response to the question, and the response will be recorded, all right, for the future references, and other students might get benefited from that communication because that communication is available on the dashboard. So what question is there and what was the reply of the teacher, right? So sometimes there could be some general issue, so which each and every student will raise if there is not any information that this issue has been already raised with the teacher, right? So I encourage the students to use this forum, Ask Teacher forum, if you have any questions, any queries regarding the module. So in very rare cases, you can use the email or sometimes the phone number, but the best way to communicate, what we encourage, that is the Ask to Teacher forum. So you put your question in the forum and the teacher will reply to the question, right? Because in the forum, there is actually, there are options. So teacher may reply you through by recording a video, by recording an audio, by attaching a file, right? So that will be actually on the dashboard till the end of the semester. And the third forum is the student discussion forum. So which is for the students to interact with themselves. Because this is an online platform, students are from the different backgrounds. So they may exchange their ideas about the different concepts, but we must ensure that we're only using it for the academic purposes. So please do not share your personal details in the student discussion forum. Sometimes you may share your numbers, right, to each other. So it is just for the academic purpose. So in order to facilitate the communication between the students on the various aspects taught in a particular module. So you can post your articles over there, you can post your comments on a particular topic, right? So that other benefits, so that other students may get benefited from it. So they may comment on it, they may give their feedback, so what they feel about that. So this is student discussion forum. So it is a forum for the students to introduce themselves to each other and to learn from each other on the different academic aspects. So I request each and everyone here to maintain the etiquettes while posting in these forums, particularly when you post in the student discussion forum, right? So please maintain the etiquettes, right? The Islamic etiquettes. So do not share any personal information. So do not mingle up males, female, right? So that is actually what is needed when we use these forums. Also, when you post the question to a particular teacher, so maintain the etiquettes of asking question to a teacher, right? Then the last is the assessment and the examination. So which you will be actually very curious to know about it. So the assessment at IOU is actually, so we do 3 assessments for a module. One is the assignment, and second is the examination, and third is the continuous assessment. So continuous assessment is actually, it is for each and every lecture. So you will have some test questions to attempt after finishing the lecture. So some 5 objective questions you have to attempt. So this is the continuous assessment, what we call tests. So you have to attempt these tests every week. So when you complete 2 lectures a week. So actually we have 16 weeks to complete the module. So in 16 weeks, we have to cover around 30 lectures. Means we have 2 lectures per week. So in the 16 weeks, we have semester break in between, right, for the examination, the midterm examination. So it comes around 2 lectures a week you have to study. And for each, for every week, you have to attempt the continuous assessment for the 2 lectures. So apart from that, there is the assignment, so which will be actually posted. So which will get released by 20th September, right? And you will be given some time of 2 months to 2 to 3 months to complete the assignment, and you have to submit that assignment. So as per the instructions, so you must have gone through the instructions. So so you will be going through the instructions given on the assignment page. So as per those instructions, you have to attempt the assignment and submit it. So this is the second assessment. And the third assessment is the examination. So which is again divided into 2. One is the midterm exam, and second is the final exam, right? So midterm exam is after completing the first 15 lectures. So you will have to appear in the midterm exam. So before the midterm exam, there will be a live session, so in which you can ask the questions from lecture 1 to lecture 15 to the respective teacher, in order to make yourself prepared for the exam. And the exam is again, there are 2 types of questions. One, this is open-ended questions, and second is the objective questions, right? So there will be some weightage, some 50-50 weightage for the open-ended, and this what we say, this multiple choice questions, or sometimes it is 60-40. So whatever is the requirement for a particular module. Again, after this midterm examination, you have to study the next 15 modules, 15 lectures, and after that there will be the final revision session before the examination, right? So in which you can ask the questions regarding the final lectures from lecture number 16 to lecture number 30, and then you can appear in the exams. Again, it is the multiple choice questions and the open-ended questions, right? So this is the pattern of assessment and examination at IUU, right? So I request you to please go through this information which is available on the dashboard, in order to make yourself well prepared in advance for the upcoming assessments, inshallah. So with this, so this was the gist of what is the Department of Islamic Economics, Bank and Finance, what are the programs, and how we study at how we study at IOU, and how what are the different modes of communication at the virtual campus, right? And what are the, so how we do the assessment and examination. So I hope it is clear. So I would like to invite the questions if you have any now. You have any questions?
Check, there are no questions posted as far, but the students who are attended are requested to post any questions if they would like to ask this while the check is here. Dear brothers and sisters, if you have any questions regarding your studies, Islamic economics, banking and finance, please do ask while the Sheikh is here. Yes, Sheikh, there is one question. Could you please explain again about the exams and assessment?
Okay, so I said that examination and assessment is actually, there are 3 stages. So one is the continuous assessment. It is after every lecture, you have to attempt the test. And so this is to check the progress of the student. So when they go through the lecture, so how able they are to learn the content of the particular lecture. So there is not much weightage of this assessment in the final grade, but the final grade will be majorly determined based on the 2 assessments. One is the assignment and second is the examination. So assignment carries around 15% of weightage, and the rest of the marks will go to the examinations, the midterm examination and the final examination. So midterm examination will be conducted after completing the first 15 lectures. So after completing first 8 weeks of the semester. All right. So then there will be the study break. So in which we will be conducting the midterm examination based on the first 15 lectures. So after completing the midterm examination, so the study period will again begin. And in that period, students will study the last 15 lectures, means from lecture 16 to lecture 30, and based on which we'll be conducting the final examination towards the end of the semester. And both examinations will be based on both open-ended questions and multiple choice questions, right? So I hope it's clear.
So for those students who do not have any questions at this point in time or may join later, can post their questions in Ask the Teacher forum if that is related to your studies and your course content. And if you have other questions, you may approach to the help desk for this. So we have another question. Are the midterm and final exams at a fixed date, or they are flexible for students who join late in the semester?
Actually, we have 2 dates for the examination. One is the early examination, and second is the late period examination. So for the late period examination, we need some approval. So if there is not any approval to the student to appear the late, then there will be the deduction in the marks. All right. So the midterm examination and final examinations, so they will be conducted during the period of the examination in the respective examination centers which are allotted to a particular student, right?
So Sheikh, seems like there are no more questions. So as I said, if you have any questions, you may post to the help desk. And with your permission, if we can close the session here now.
Yes, inshallah, we can close the session if there is not any question now. So how many students were there in the session?
Yes, I'll share the figures as the session ends. So Jazakallah khairan, my brothers and sisters. May Allah bless you with beneficial knowledge and success in both worlds. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.